Ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. Friday, December the 10th, 2021. Very excited to chat with you all here on this Friday. I see Brennan, Todd, Travi, also in the Big Cock Club Discord. Guys, head over to the TDC Questions channel, to be sure that your questions are answered. Again, folks, we got a lot to get into here on a Friday. A lot of news, I feel like, dropping over the last 24 hours or so. And again, I do want to hear from you all. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Again, a lot to get into here on a Friday. We're hanging out. We're chilling with you till 2 o'clock for the next 2 hours. Again, noon to 2, Monday through Friday. You guys already know the drill. And again, of course, as always, I'm Chris Phillips, host of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. So really exciting stuff, guys. We're rocking. We're rolling here on Friday. And, of course, it's all brought to you by our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, they're young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. And they both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And, guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not just a line item, you're not just a number, you're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. Guys, they're going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. You've been involved in any type of accident, no matter what it might be. The last thing you should be dealing with and worrying about is paperwork, dealing with the insurance company. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you. They use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, guys, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368, or, of course, your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Okay, again, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I see John Kruger. Yes, John, the koozies were shipped out this morning, so you should have those in the next couple of days. The koozies were shipped out this morning, my friend. I can't guarantee you'll have them by the basketball game or anything, but they will be there in the next couple of days. It does not take that long for those to get there. So, again, appreciate you checking out. Appreciate you purchasing the koozies as well. Again, appreciate you all, your love and support in regards to the merchandise and everything we're doing over at tsus.store. I'll tell you guys what, 2021 has been a game-changing year for the merchandise, for the business as a whole in that regard. And it's all because of you guys. So, again, thank you so much for the continued love and support. You guys rocking and rolling with the merchandise and everything we're doing on that side of the business. But again, appreciate you all tuning in. I definitely want to hear from you. Twan Love Kick says, what's up? I feel like this. If you don't want to be here, we don't want you here. Simple as that. And of course, everybody knows what you're referring to, Twan Love Kicks, and let's not beat around the bush and get it out there. Obviously, the big news last night, really kind of just coming out of nowhere. Dutch Fork wide receiver Antonio Williams committing to Clemson. And again, I'll tell you this, man, like I said, I don't get too strung out, too caught up on, kid wants to go where he wants. He's a young man. He's a kid. Who gives a damn? It's his decision, whatever. If you want to be a Gamecock, great. If you don't, to hell with you, whatever. It is what it is. I know that situation was a very interesting one because we really, really fought hard to get him and built relationships and stuff like that. But it's very obvious. The kid wanted to go to Clemson from the jump. You don't get offered and then 18 days later make the decision and pull the trigger if you hadn't wanted that offer and wanted to go there for quite some time. So, hey, listen, it is what it is. I think that should be the attitude. All we got's all we need. We'll take the 25 guys every signing class or whatever the number is going to be. We'll take the guys that we get, the guys that want to be here, that want to help you build something. Hey, it is what it is. It's not an indictment just because you missed on one wide receiver. It's not an indictment on Shane Beamer or his coaching staff or anybody there as far as recruiters. And I saw people commenting about, it's because Satterfield's still here. That's not why. It wouldn't matter if there was a different OC or not, guys. It wouldn't matter. I mean, here's the thing. You guys don't even know what they're telling these prospects on the recruiting trail. What if they are changing OCs after the bowl game? You don't think that's something that Shane Beamer is mentioning to prospects? So I don't think it would have mattered either way. It is what it is. Kids are going to make a decision. We don't know why they're going to make a decision. All you can do, don't comment to the kid, don't tag the kid, whatever it is, what it is. But all we got is all we need. And, if you want to, don't get mad. Like I said on social media, don't get mad, get even. And this is more of a message to our players, not necessarily as fans. Obviously, we can't do this, but don't get mad, get even. We'll see you across the middle next season. That's it. Bottom line. That's it. You want to get your revenge? Go beat them. That's it. You want to get your revenge? Go beat them. So it is what it is. Whatever. All we got is all we need. And we all understand the challenge that Shane Beamer's facing. You have to admit that what Clemson's built and winning championships, and they've made it really fun to go there. They've become kind of like we were from 10 to 13, the cool place to go. So, they're going to get recruits, guys. They're going to get prospects. Bottom line, it's Shane Beamer's job and what he's trying to do to change the narrative and change, at least get into kids' living rooms and get in their thought processes and get in their top 5, their top 3, and at least give them something to think about and get them, spread the excitement of what's going on with Carolina football. So you're not going to get them all. Bottom line, you're not going to get them all. And, all we got is all we need. We'll take the ones we get and we'll go play with those and we'll see what happens. So, that's all you can do. But the kid's not Jadeveon Clowney. He's not Marcus Lattimore. He's a 4-star wide receiver out of Dutch Fort. Like, who really gives a damn? You know what I mean? Like, who gives a damn? So we'll go get somebody else. No biggie. So again, we'd love to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. The other news coming out this morning, Javonte McClendon getting arrested on a felony charge. I don't think we're going to be signing him. You hate it. You just hate it, man. You hate it. I think he had just gotten his 4th star, too. Javonte McClendon arrested last week on felony charges in Florida. Apparently, of course, the Gamecocks are not expected to sign him once the early signing day comes up next Wednesday. So, and Savannah Webster saying Wes Mitchell confirmed he's no longer being offered. I mean, what are you supposed to do? I mean, you can't offer a kid that just got a felony. So, it sucks. I mean, you really, man. I mean, obviously, selfishly, we hate it from the Gamecock perspective, but you hate it for the young man. I mean, you're 17, 18 years old. Your entire life's in front of you. And to let somebody, I didn't read the article. Heck, I don't even know what exactly it is that happened. But to let something off the field, dictate your future sucks. That sucks. I mean, I hate it for the kid, man. I hate it for the kid. But there's just not much the Gamecocks can do, man. You can't take a guy that just got a felony. So, it is what it is. You hope the kid in his best interest gets whatever help he needs and he can rebound from it. Hey, one mistake won't define you or shouldn't define you as a human being. But, is what it is. So, Stuart K, heard UNC sold out its ticket allotment. Any word on what we've sold? I have no idea, Stuart, to be totally honest with you. No idea. Savannah Webster, need Barham now more than ever. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and he'll announce tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So. Blaine Lee personally don't want that at USC. Doesn't want to be there. That isn't bought into the team and program. Now, for sure. Drew Easterday supposedly pulled a gun out because of road rage. That's tough. That's a tough look. Yeah, that is a tough look, man. That's a tough look. So, whatever. I mean, you wish the kid the best. You absolutely wish the kid the best. Is what it is. What are you going to do? So, Caden Gibson, UGA going to get him now. They love those guys they recruit from us. So, Jesus Christ. Again, guys, rock and rolling here on a Friday. A little bit of a dreary Friday, a little bit of rain, whatever it is, what it is. We are doing the damn thing. TGIF, again, I hope you're all doing well. So, man, I'm not 100% sure if he's going Instagram Live or how he's going to commit or if he's just going to do an announcement. I would just say be tuned into his social media at 3 o'clock. I would just say that. By the way, guys, a little bit of a side note, because, of course, again, the podcast did drop this morning, episode 555, and again, I appreciate you all tuning in all week long to the podcast, the Daily Crow, all that good stuff. But I did want to mention this, and I know I never talk about it really, but, obviously doing what we do, you're always looking for different ways to expand the business and grow on social media, and certainly when a new social media platform and new social media channels come up, you want to take advantage of it. And so I want to thank you guys. All of those, I don't even know if there's any in here that do, but all those who do maybe follow us on TikTok. This actually happened Wednesday night, late Wednesday night, but we hit 10,000 followers on TikTok, which is really, really cool because honestly, I'll be totally transparent. I haven't put I've put effort into it. Don't get me wrong, but we haven't made it like the number one priority. Like we have to grow on TikTok. So the fact that we've been able to hit 10,000, is really, really cool. So maybe TikTok will become a much bigger part of the business and content and stuff like that. It's been kind of fun, actually. Like I feel like TikTok is for like the more fun content. It's not always serious, but no, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. If anybody in here does follow us on TikTok, yeah, definitely more TikTok content to come as we go into 2022. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's always cool to, I love the fact, and something I believed in from the jump is don't be narrow-minded, and don't be like one, don't be in one lane. Don't put yourself in a box, if you will. Don't be like, oh, we're the Twitter content people. We're the Instagram. No, be all of it. Hit all of it. It's all different. It all has value. You know what I mean? It all has value. So, Sandra Webster, you got to make a TikTok with the UNC dude. And hold on, who's the UNC dude? So, man, I don't think I'm familiar with the UNC dude. Hold on, you're saying Karan Prunty might come back? Wow, I didn't know that. That is, I don't know, man. After what Brad Loing said, I don't know if I'd want him, to be totally honest with you. I mean, that's up to Beamer and those guys, whatever, but that seems strange. That seems strange. That seems very, very strange. Anyways, let's see. 843-790-3377, guys. That's 843-790-3377. Want to take your questions, comments, calls. Obviously, guys, we're talking as well, a podcast today, talking basketball. Men taking on Florida State on Sunday, and the women taking on Maryland. Sunday at the CLA. So, I don't know. I've not seen anything on Karan Prunty, which doesn't mean that it might not be happening, but I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing at all that would indicate that he is even considering coming back to USC. Again, we had Brad, this is just, again, do not shoot the messenger here. We had, we had Brad Loing on the show. Just before the season started. And we talked about Karan Prunty. And what, that decision. That I think this was like right after that happened. And he said that he wasn't surprised. He said that Karan Prunty's dad apparently hates South Carolina. So, I mean, I don't know if that's changed, or maybe he likes Shane Beamer, or we just don't care. I don't know. But that was coming from Brad Loing, that apparently the Prunty family, specifically his father, he's not very fond of the Gamecocks. So I don't know. Age of Hours, yeah, Javonte McClendon, we were just talking about that. Yeah, the felony. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You hate it for the young man, like I said, man. You hate it for the young man. Just making one bad decision, and it costs you. And it's a shame, man. You have your whole life in front of you, and you got a great opportunity to go play Division I football in the SEC. And listen, I'm sure that he will get to go play somewhere, whether it's JUCO. I mean, he'll probably have to go the JUCO route, because I can't think of many, at least D1 programs, are going to take a chance on a guy like that. But it's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. So, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? And I will say this: it's certainly not an opportunity to take a shot at the kid, or I've seen like a couple of Clemson fans, oh, they're recruiting a kid like this. Well, you don't know what's going to happen when you offer somebody. Like, you don't know that. So that's just a stupid cop out, stupid attempted trash talk, if you will. But yeah, you just wish the kid the best. That's all you can really do. Daddy O says, I was a big Cowboys fan growing up, but Jerry Jones is a bigger train wreck than Graniteville. Nice. The Graniteville reference. Very nice. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. I do want to hear from you. Like I said, taking your questions, your comments, your calls. Well, obviously, yesterday was very, very fun. Very fun. Yeah. So, again, I'd love to hear from you all. Hanging out on this Friday, December the 10th, 2021. Guys, I can confirm, by the way, just to give you guys a heads up in regards to content. So next week will be fully normal, full go podcast, Daily Crow. You already know the drill. We've got a basketball game, a men's game on Tuesday, which is at home against Allen. Wednesday, we've got a women's game at 7 o'clock. Wednesday, of course, also is signing day, which will be a very, very big day, very important day, very busy day for us here at the Content Creation Factory. And then you've got the rest of the week, of course, and we'll just kind of operate whatever basketball game against Clemson on Saturday. That following week, Christmas week, okay? No podcast, no Daily Crow. Yours truly will be going on a family vacation from the 19th to the 23rd. And then, of course, Friday, Saturday is Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So, of course, content will be rolling on social media, all that good stuff, but no podcast, no Daily Crow. Just, again, being out of town, being with the family, being Christmas week, whatever. Only thing we have that week is the women have a game on Tuesday. I'm not even sure who they're playing. And then Wednesday, the men have a game against Army, I believe. So we will be giving away the 2 tickets, I can tell you this, to the Army game on the 23rd, or what is it? No, the 22nd, excuse me, the 22nd when we play. We'll be giving away 2 tickets to that game, though, and again, I'll announce that very soon, very shortly, but so, hey, 2 lucky fans can win tickets to that game, but, yeah, we'll be out of town for that, and then we will return that Monday, December the 27th, to begin game week stuff for North Carolina. So, again, that week will be packed because with the game being on Thursday, we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to get out all of our pregame content, all of our pregame podcasts, predictions, previews, all that good stuff. So, again, going to be a very, very fun week. And then, of course, we'll go into 2022. So, just want to give you guys an update. Caden Gibson says Jacoby Wright going for 25 on Sunday. I like Jacoby. I like Jacoby a lot. I like his game a lot. It sounds like apparently Jermaine Couisnard might be doubtful again. Apparently said he rolled his ankle against Georgetown. So you hope he can play. You saw it against Coastal. I think he's a very, very big piece for you when he's not in the lineup. It hurts for sure. David Oliver says, I am new to this podcast. David, welcome. Thank you. Says, thanks for doing it. Thank you for tuning in, David. Says, what are your thoughts on Spencer Rattler? I'm very mixed on him. He's a good athlete, but would he fit in? Is he even a real option? I would take Spencer Rattler in a heartbeat, David. I mean, obviously it's got to make sense from the sense of, if you're bringing somebody in with a bad attitude and has, entitlement issues and ego and whatever, Shane Beamer's got to be able to dictate and determine, okay, is this kid going to be a positive addition to our program? As long as that's not an issue, I'm bringing him in because he automatically changes your quarterback room. He's head and shoulders above anyone in your quarterback room. Again, I really do. Again, all we got's all we need, no question. And I respect the folks. On social media that are saying, oh, well, we don't need him. We've got plenty of talent in our quarterback room. But, yeah, we do. I love the guys we have, but, dude, it wouldn't even be close. I mean, Spencer Rattler would be – and the thing I would love to, guys, and, again, I don't know if this would matter to any of you, but I would love it. It would make South kind of nationally relevant. And if you think that doesn't matter, and if you think that wouldn't help South Carolina football, you're crazy, because it would. It certainly would. We would be must-see TV just to see how Spencer Rattler is faring. So, dude, if we can, that would be a game changer to get Spencer Rattler. That would be an absolute game changer. I'd love to have him. And again, I know people, oh, well, look at how he acted on the QB1 Netflix series. Guys, that was like 3 years ago when he was in high school. So, you're telling me people can't change and evolve and you know what I'm saying? Like, so, hey, it's Shane Beamer's job to get him to buy in and buy into the culture, right? If you can add a guy like Spencer Rattler, you absolutely do it. You absolutely do it. AJ Bowers, do you think we get Max Johnson from LSU? In my opinion, I hope we don't. I'm not a huge Max Johnson guy. Would he be our starter? Probably. I think he still probably would. I'm not a huge Max Johnson guy. Cutno Myers Jr. for quarterbacks next year. Do we need to go get Max Johnson in the portal or wait for National Signing Day? Of course, you have Braden Davis coming in. Again, I just think if you can add a veteran quarterback, a solid vet, you do. You do it. You do it. I think adding a quarterback out of the portal would be a very wise move, and I think we will. Personally, I think we will. Bryant Hughes, Vita Choose. I would rather have Landon Sampson over Antonio Williams any damn way. Love that, Bryant. Love the energy. Brian Dean, ready for the bowl game? Indeed. Yours truly as well. Caden Gibson says with Rattler this year, we are probably 8-4. Rattler's a good player, man. He's going to be an NFL guy. You know what I mean? He's going to be an NFL guy. So, if you don't think he'd be an immediate upgrade over anybody we have on a roster, I think you're missing the mark a little bit. Alyssa Rogers, he just needs to hear your pitch. Yeah, for sure. I'll go into his living room right now. We'll do it. We'll do it. I'll give him the pitch, no doubt. Brian Dean says, I wish we could go back to the helmets that Carolina wore in the 80s. So you like the garnet face mask, I'd imagine that. I'm not a huge fan, I'll be totally honest. I'm not a huge fan. They're okay. I would rather, if you're going to rock garnet face masks, if you're going to rock garnet face mask, completely wear the throwback uniform. Don't just rock a garnet face mask with our current uniforms. So, let's see. Travis says, Doty Dime's done then if we get a veteran quarterback. That's a great question. What happens to Luke Doty? Does Luke Doty slide to wide receiver? I don't know. And again, I'm not giving up on Luke Doty in any way, shape, or form. But I'm just saying, like, if you can go get a big-time established dude out of the portal, you go get him. I mean, listen, this is a business. This is not Pee Wee football. We're trying to win games. We're trying to win as many games as we can immediately. So if you can upgrade the position, hey, and it's all about competition. If you can bring in a guy that's going to be a positive, I mean, you saw it this year, guys. Look how many dudes we had get hurt. You need quarterbacks. You need quality depth. You can go add a guy that's going to improve that room. You do it. And you don't think twice about it. You do it. Jay says, it seems like women's basketball is the redheaded stepchild. What do you mean by that, Jay? We love women's basketball on this show. Everybody does. Everybody that tunes into this show loves women's basketball. So, AJ Bauer says, I want to add a quarterback with at least 1 year left, not a guy with 3 to 4 years left because they won't be the future. The young guys will be. I mean, again, you bring in a guy that can help you, man. I don't care if he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, however many. You bring in a guy that'll help you. Daddy O says we can wear a pink face mask if we just kick some ass. Yeah, it's the old adage. If we can wear pink tutus for all I care when it comes to uniforms. But yeah, I think it's important to actually look good, feel good, play good. Justin Langford, hated to see Antonio Williams choose Clemson, but your board is very true. Also, which one of our commits was arrested in Florida? That would be Javonte McClendon. Aaron Gibson, Max Johnson would be a big upgrade with his experience. Last 2 years, we've had Colin Hill and Jason Brown. By the way, the TDC Questions channel, congratulations, Brennan M. Finally done with his exams. Congratulations, Brendan. Good job. I'm sure you aced them all. Jimmy Clark says, give me the big game garnet uniforms from the Spurrier era. I love those. Caden Gibson, Doty, in my opinion, look better throwing the ball, and once he gets 100%, I think he's going to be the type of quarterback everyone in the NFL is looking for. Fingers crossed, Caden. And again, I'm not giving up on Luke Doty. That's absolutely not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, though, you sit here right now, there are a lot of quarterbacks in the portal. There's a lot of players in the portal, period. A lot of quarterbacks in the portal, though. So if you can go get a guy, that, that's going to help your room, going to improve your football team, you do it. You just do it. How about this? Thomas Wanamaker, that freshman All-SEC player is looking good from the Gamecocks. Yes. How about the father, Tyshawn Wanamaker? Appreciate you tuning in, sir. Very good. It was a pleasure to watch your son this season on the offensive line. And, yeah, it's awesome to see us put 3 guys on the All-SEC freshman team. I think that's a positive indication of where the program's going. We got good young players, Juju, Tyshawn, and, of course, Alex Huntley on the defensive side. So excited to add more of them. Hopefully you have 3 or 4 or 5 more next year. And, again, that's a really good indication that you got some good young talent. So congratulations to your son, Mr. Wanamaker. Appreciate you tuning in, sir. Thank you. I know Gamecock Nation appreciates you and what your son did for Carolina football this year. So, yeah, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to watch him and looking forward to the bowl game. We will be there in person. Yours truly actually locked in his tickets this morning. So we'll be in the building. Again, looking forward to it. Going to be a good time. Like I said, we'll really start to dive into bowl stuff and breakdowns and previews and everything else. My best bet that Monday, the 27th, the week of the game, we'll lock into that. So really excited, really looking forward to it. Travis says, what about Quinn Ewers? Still any smoke on that? I think he's probably going to either Texas or Texas Tech. I mean, he's a Texas kid. I doubt that is I doubt we're going to land him. But, I mean, you never know. You never know. You truly never know. So, let's see. John Kruger says, wear the garnet helmet, jersey, and pants more often. They look fire. I'm not a huge garnet helmet guy. So, Now, if you're talking about wearing them with a throwback uniform, I'm down. But just rocking them just to rock them, I don't know. Cutno Myers Jr. Chris, how long have you been covering South Carolina sports? Also, what do you love most about it? The first thing, how long? So I've been doing TSUS or some TSUS in some capacity, because when I first started, it wasn't called TSUS. It was Armchair South Carolina way back in the day. Started doing that January 2017, moved to Columbia. Let me go back. We could spend the entire show just talking about this because the history and the history of the business, whatever. But anyways, Got the LLC and officially renamed the business to The Spurs Up Show in November of 2018. Then August of 2019, moved to Columbia to do it full-time and been doing it full-time ever since. And what do you love most about it? That's really hard to pick, honestly, because there are a lot of things I love, like the fact that, I love the interviews. I mean, really, I'll tell you this. When I do an interview and I've got to talk and interview and build relationships with some of the most legendary human beings to ever rock the garnet and black. And I tell you what, every time I do an interview, every time I finish, I'm like, it reminds me why I love doing what I do so much. So I'd say that. I'd say people like yourself and those tuned in, being able to build relationships with Gamecock fans and, provide value and see the appreciation from people and the gratitude for what we do and the content we produce. That's incredible. Selfishly, just being able to have an opinion about my own team. There are many things that I love about it. I would say, though, if I had to pick one, the thing I love the most, it's the people. You know what I mean? It's the people. I mean, the content's great. Social media is great. Hitting follower numbers are great. But getting to meet Gamecock fans out and about in person, like that's what I missed most when COVID hit, was going to games and getting to meet fans and followers and supporters and listeners and shake hands. And, like I said, I told you guys, I'm a big believer in the power of a handshake. And, so it's cool when people DM and, we DM back and forth, being able to shake somebody's hand and say, thank you, appreciate you for the love and support and everything you do for us. And also meet, like I said, man, guys that I grew up watching on TV, like Steven Garcia and Connor Shaw and Nathan Pepper and Ace Sanders and I mean, the list, Chad Holbrook and Michael Roth. And I mean, the list just goes on and on. Dwayne Notice and, Carlos Powell, Savell Newton, the list just goes on and on and on. Brad Loing, who we're probably going to have back on the show next week at Tin Roof, by the way. The people are really what make the difference. So I'd say it's the people, man, the fans, the former players, the personalities, being able to build relationships that way. It's been incredible. So again, that was a little bit of a long-winded answer, but there's many parts I love. Heck, I love the merch. I love creating merch. That's one of my favorite parts. Certainly, I love the merch side of things. Anyways, appreciate the question, though, my friend. That's something I don't get to talk about a ton here, but no, I appreciate that. Adam Ritter says, Panic Ritter will be here Sunday for the ladies and men's basketball game. And Ritter, I wouldn't expect anything different. I would expect you to be here, for sure. I would expect you to be here. Let's see. Josh Travis, appreciate what you do, Chris. You're my source of Gamecock news from down here in Florida. Josh, I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you. And I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it is a very cool feeling, and it's a blessing to, in my mind, it's like, I know people, I'm held accountable I don't know if I'm going to phrase this correctly. I'm held accountable in a sense by you all, because there are people out there that depend on the Spurs Up Show to find out what's going on, their news, anything. So that is a blessing to have that type of accountability and people that actually look forward to the content, look forward to news dropping and stuff like that. And I'm glad that I'm able to do that to the best of my ability, sharing that news with you all and making sure, like, when stuff happens, when news drops, we're getting it out there, we're covering it, we're giving opinions on it, stuff like that. So, just appreciate you, Josh, and very grateful that I'm able to provide any type of value for you guys as far as, keeping up with the Gamecocks, keeping up with your favorite team, what's going on. Again, that's a blessing. So thank you. I appreciate you, Josh. Thanks so much. Again, 843-790-3337. Some of guys, that's 843-790-3337. Let me also say, for those who maybe are unfamiliar, I realize we're growing as a brand and as a business, if you will. We're growing as a brand and business, which is incredible. Some of you may be tuned in, don't know what the heck this is. You may not know what the Daily Crow is. So the Daily Crow, we're live Monday through Friday, noon to 2, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. That's along with, of course, the podcast drops on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can find it there. So, again, that's I would say the two really big pieces of content we do. And obviously, of course, through social media, we're putting up clips constantly. We're putting up graphics, everything you can think of. So, again, really do appreciate you all. But, again, if you're tuning to this right now and you're like, what the heck is this? Yeah, the Daily Crow. We're live dinner too. Todd Smith, Super Chat. Thank you, sir. Todd, appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Todd. Thank you so much. If you guys want to contribute to the business, support the content, everything we do, you can do so on YouTube through Super Chat and Super Stickers as well. And again, I know many of you support the business through merchandise and, being a part of our Patreon, the Big Cock Club. Many of you support the business in that way as well, which it's really cool. We've built a really, really cool tight-knit community with the Big Cock Club and our private Discord and stuff like that. And if you want to join that, you're more than welcome to. Patreon.com/Big Cock Club, or just go to our link in bio. The Big Cock Club link is right there. It's $9.99 a month. And again, it's content and an offering for people who want something beyond the daily, normal content that we provide. And also, again, it just gives people another avenue, another channel to support the business and to, you could say, invest in the business almost, if you will. So again, appreciate you all sincerely. It's been incredible, man. It's been absolutely incredible to see the growth and watch everything evolve, and it's just been awesome. So again, thank you all so much. Let's see. William Cord, my favorite one-stop shop for Gamecock content. William, appreciate you. We got a question here about merch. Justin says, will you be making any special merch for the Battle of the Carolinas Bowl? Justin, probably won't be making any merch like ahead of the game, but if we win, I can guarantee you there will be merch there. There will be like some type of victory. There will be some type of like victory merch. So I can assure you that will happen. Caden Gibson says, when are you going to get that Pat McAfee type deal from FanDuel? Yeah, what? Pat just signed a deal, 4 years, $120 million. I don't know. I don't know. Sheesh. I'll take 120,000. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. Let's see. Trevi says, thanks, Chris, all the way out here in Oklahoma. Cola and Gamecock, born and raised. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Trevi. CJ Curry, what's going on, my man? My guy, Jonathan Frew, a.k.a. Cocky Texan, just have to vent on this rainy day. Hey, Frew, this is the place to do it, my friend. You're more than welcome. Phone lines are open, 843-790-3377, or you can text that number as well, or you can comment right there, whatever it is. Hey, this is the place to do it, Frew. That's kind of what we do here on the Daily Crow, my guy. We vent, we talk trash. We do whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever direction you guys really take it, that's what we do. So, and I appreciate it, man. It's a blast. It's incredible. It's funny. I'm still kind of getting adjusted. To there not being any football. Obviously last weekend I felt like I was really, really busy, even without football, because we had Thread Affair, we had basketball, we had other stuff I was doing with friends and family and stuff like that. But kind of a wide open weekend this weekend for yours truly, which is really nice. Going to give us the opportunity to work on some other content, and who knows, guys? I might be. You might want to, just keep an eye out. I might go live on the stream, the NCAA football stuff. Fire that back up. You never know. Going to prepare for that. We're going to do the week of the UNC game. I think Monday I'm going to play the game on Heisman, and then on Tuesday we will do the actual simulation on NCAA football for the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Which again, those are a ton of fun. I know you guys really enjoy those, and I enjoy the content as well. Man, it's a blast. I mean that content. Again, some of the most, I told you guys this over the summer, that's some of the most fun content we get to make. Jonathan Frew says, whoever designed the traffic pattern at Sand Hill should be beaten with a rubber hose. I love that. Savannah Webster, big basketball weekend. What's your predictions for both? Savannah, I'm picking the women to win. I don't know that I have a score locked in as of yet, but I'm definitely picking the women to win. I mean, who in their right mind would go out of their way to pick the women to lose at this point? Like who would do that? You know what I mean? Not a wise human being. Not a very wise person. I can tell you that much. Not a very wise person at all. So, Dawn Staley's team, until they get knocked off by anybody, they shouldn't be picked to lose a game. They just shouldn't. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Not sorry about it. Feels good to be good. Let's see. As far as the men, I'm actually picking Florida State. I'd have to pull up my prediction from the podcast. I am picking Florida State. I don't think Florida State's a great team, but you think about Jermaine Couisnard. What's his status? The Gamecocks coming off of a hiatus. I think FSU does have some good players, and I don't know. I'm still my expectations of Gamecocks basketball are still very, very conservative, to be honest with you. Again, it's a very winnable game. I truly think it's a coin flip type of game, but I am going to go with the Noles right now. So, Brandon Wagner, this season feels like it went by so fast. I remember how long the hype felt back in July and August. Yeah, for sure. Hey, by the way, guys, breaking news. I just got a text and can confirm it very, 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 very excited to announce that Coach Brad Loing will be joining us once again at Tin Roof next Wednesday. We'll be live at Tin Roof. Of course, we're out there every single Wednesday, 5 to 7. He'll probably join us on stage around 5:15. Would love to have you guys come out again. If you remember the conversation from the preseason, stuff of legends. I mean, absolutely incredible. Very pumped to get Brad Lowing's take on the 2021 season, everything that happened. Again, guys, would love to have you come out. If you cannot come out, though, 1, we'll be streaming it live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. 2, I'm going to take that conversation and put the audio on the Thursday podcast. So, again, you have tons of ways to tune in, but very, very excited to get Coach Brad Loing back on the show. Really appreciate Brad Loing. And we're talking, you guys were asking earlier, what's my favorite part? I mean, getting to sit down and have conversations with legends like that, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, again, guys, Tin Roof, Brad Loing will join us once again. The first guest we've had at Tin Roof in quite a while. So, again, going to be a lot of fun. If you can come out, you're in the local area, I'm telling you guys, it will be worth it. I mean, it's a blast. It's an absolute blast, man, to come out and hear what he has to say. And you can also ask him questions. Of course, we'll take questions from the audience. It'll be an incredible time. It will be an absolutely incredible time. Let's see. We got a text here. What is this text? Let's see. Yes, Robbie Davis texting in. Yes, Robbie, I got your images. For sure. Yuncle Boudreaux's holiday comedy show in Easley, South Carolina, December the 18th, which would be what? Next Saturday. Next Saturday at the Silver Moon Sports Lounge, 8 o'clock to 9:30. So, y'all go see Yuncle Boudreaux out in Easley, South Carolina next Saturday. Appreciate you sending that over, Robbie. Thank you. Let's see. Jonathan Frew says, I think Dabo and Gino separated at birth. How about those Georgia Tech women last night? Yeah, UConn falling. What in the world's going on there? Let's see. Tyler Winchester says, who starts at quarterback next year? Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows?
B. Davis, a.k.a. Herb Street.
There we go. Robbie, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's up, man? I'm not the one that sent the text message.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't you. That was your dad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, either way. Yeah, definitely go check out Yuncle Boudreaux in Easley, South Carolina, December the 18th. Yes, for sure.
He's got a show in Easley this coming weekend. I will not be there at the show. I got family plans, but I hope the show goes well. But I just, like I told you before earlier this week for the bowl game, I just want to see us get better every week. Same with basketball teams and of course the baseball team is the baseball team. Okay, but I just want to see us in the sports that we're somewhat struggling in. I just want to see us get better. And the last several years with Muschamp as head coach were a struggle, and I truly do think that Beamer is going to fix it. And I know there are still some people out there that think he's not going to be able to do it. And I think he can. And I just think that, with everything that we've been through, we deserve a little break from the craziness at this point in time.
Gamecock fans most certainly deserve to see a winner for all the years of heartache. That is for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Being a Gamecock fan is not for the faint of heart. It is a very tough, brutally tough. And I mean, again, that's why I said about the Antonio Williams news. And I mean, this goes for any prospect, any recruit. Like you have to get a certain type of kid to come here, because if you're I'm going to be very frank, very blunt, because people that love USC more than really life itself maybe don't see it this way, but like coming to USC is how do I want to phrase this? Again, it's not for everyone. It's the more difficult route. It's the more difficult path.
Right.
You can go to Clemson or Georgia and Alabama and compete for a ring, and life's going to be very easy for you. Life's not going to be easy at South Carolina. Nothing's easy here. Nothing is easy. So you need a kid that wants to take on the challenge. I mean, and I'm not trying to knock the kid at all, because everybody makes a decision based off whatever. We don't know why kids choose certain schools, but we know what Beamer is fighting. He's fighting what every coach ever has fought here. So, that's what makes this job hard. It is. And I'm not taking anything away from the University of South Carolina or the football program, because I think there's a million reasons why it's special, and it's a great place to play, and we have great facilities and a great fan base and a fantastic stadium and a beautiful campus, and you can get a great education, but so does everybody else. And everybody else has got, or a lot of others have tradition. They're proven winners. So you are fighting an uphill battle at USC, and that's fine, but it is what it is.
Right. We're definitely a school that's hungry for a winner.
Oh, for sure.
I think Beamer I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, look, you want to, I know it's a completely different sport, but you talk about hungry for a winner. I mean, look what Dawn Staley's done. I mean, they are literally, and I'm not taking anything away, but I'm making the point. They are packing out the stadium for women's basketball. Like, Gamecock fans will support a winner, whether it's football, women's basketball, baseball. It don't matter if it's cornhole. Like, if we're winning, they will show up. So, Gamecock fans are hungry as hell for a winner. And, you just, again, the thing that I think should make Gamecock fans feel confident is that Beamer was there the first time. And I know Steve Spurrier was there, completely different dynamic, but he was there the first time when they were, I mean, you could argue, certainly, it was harder then to recruit to Carolina than it is now. I understand your rival wasn't doing what they're doing, and Georgia was nowhere near the level they are now, but you were to the point where South Carolina had never won big, really. I mean, you had, I guess, 1984, if you really wanted to lean on that, and 1969, the ACC title. But the 10-13 Spurrier years didn't happen yet. Now at least you can lean on that and say, okay, it can be done here. But Beamer was the guy selling the kids on, here's why you should come here, and here's what we can do, and you can accomplish first, and you can be a trendsetter, if you will, and a lot of that messaging I think that they spread when he was there the first time. They're doing that probably again, because we didn't win an SEC when Spurrier was here. We didn't. There's still a lot we haven't done. There's plenty we haven't done. So, you got to trust that, you got to believe that Beamer can make that happen again, because it is an uphill battle. It's not easy. It's not easy. If you want it to be easy, don't go to USC. I mean, truly, it's going to be tough.
You're in the wrong profession if you think coaching is easy.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just, winning at South Carolina's not the easiest job. It's just not. I mean, and that's not a knock, an indictment on South Carolina, but that's just a fact, man. It's just not an easy job. It's not. It's not everybody's built to do this and come here, and we're kind of stuck with it, I guess, being fans. We're stuck with it being fans, but as far as prospects and recruits, and you got to understand, not everybody's going to want to come here, and that's totally fine. All we got's all we need. We'll take the 25 that want to come be Gamecocks, and we'll fight like hell with them. So what other choice do you have? So
absolutely. Just take the 25 that we can get, evaluate them, and make them better.
Yeah, I mean, and I say that, and also saying, though, again, we're not going to go sign Chapin's roster because they're local and they want to be Gamecocks. I mean, we need to go get good football players. We have to. You have to. Jimmy's and Joe's win games. Bottom line, I don't want us to start winning games. Right. I mean, I respect the hell out of people that on Twitter that stars aren't everything. It doesn't matter. And I agree. But you got to go get good football players no matter what. I don't give a damn if they're a 3-star, they're a 4-star, whatever. They better be good football players, and you better be able to develop them and get the most out of them. So,
right.
Yeah.
And I think Beamer and this coaching staff will definitely do that.
You wouldn't have hired him if you didn't think so. I can tell you that right now, because if you can't recruit, you can't coach. The bottom line, the chef is only as good as his ingredients. So if you can't recruit, you're in the wrong profession. So, again, you look back at what Beamer did the first time around, and he was the dude that was orchestrating the getting guys like the Melvin Ingrams and the Connor Shaws and the Ace, a lot of these legends on campus. So you just hope and pray that he's able to kind of strike up some of that magic again. And, we'll see. We're not really going to know, I think, until 2, 3, 4 years down the road when that is the one thing I agree with what Muschamp said is people ask, well, how good's this recruiting class really? It's like, well, we're not going to know for 3 years or so until they get on the field, they start playing. I don't know. So you just got to hope you hit on a lot more than you miss.
Oh yeah. And you're gonna miss in recruiting occasionally, and you're gonna get some gems.
Yeah, you're inevitably going to miss. Yeah, I mean, listen, you can't control. I mean, you can do all the evaluation and interviewing and recruiting and whatever you want, but listen, some kids are going to get on campus. They're going to be shitheads. They're not going to do what they're supposed to do. They're not going to work as hard, and that's what's going to happen. Like, and I say. I don't want to go over the time. I mean, some kids are they're just not gonna, develop like maybe you expected, or they're, you know what I mean? Like football's hard, sports are hard. So some kids are gonna get here and, maybe they're not gonna exactly evolve into what we hope they would. But yeah, you got to hope you hit on more than you miss for sure. And even if you don't quote unquote hit on a kid, yeah, they're positive additions to your program. They're great teammates. They provide great competition because you're only as strong as your weakest link. So.
If it was me, I would try to get the kid that would literally, like, he would do anything to make the team better. That's the kind of kids you need on a sports team.
Yeah, I mean, and I think I think that's a big part of Beamer's culture, and they want to buy into what we're building and buy into what he's selling, and I mean, you certainly don't want to add a piece to your roster, a piece to your program that's not bought into what you are, what you're building. So.
Yeah. All right, man. You have a good one, okay?
Robbie, appreciate you. Yeah, go Cox. Appreciate you, Robbie. Thanks so much. 843-790-3337. Always great stuff from Robbie Davis. Yeah, Alyssa Rogers. Per sources, we will miss. That's a fact. You will. We need people that are built different. Rare breed. Let's see. Greg Bedinger, 87 was a very good team. 8-3 with close losses to Georgia, Nebraska, and national champions. Miami. Again, Greg, the point still stands, right? Like South Carolina, we're not a traditional powerhouse by any stretch. You have one conference title, literally one. So when it comes to recruiting, listen, I think we have everything to offer that every other school has. The one thing we don't have is tradition. That's what we don't have. We just don't have. Is anybody going to argue with me on that? Like, we don't have tradition. Even Tennessee, right? People are like, how is Tennessee recruiting? Tennessee's got tradition, man. They've got tradition. They've won a national title before. They've won SEC titles. They've been a winner, right? That the brand means something. The brand means something. So that's the battle we fight. We don't have tradition, right? Gamecocks baseball has tradition. We have tradition. We have a great tradition. So. Coach Ford's his big difference being recruiting the Spurrier's team versus his team. Coach Ford, I totally understand. Again, I mentioned that point as well. I get it. Like I said, you have to hope that he can muster some of that recruiting magic he had when he was the recruiting director and apply it to his own team. I'm not fighting you on, of course, were things a lot easier because you're recruiting to a legend? Yeah, for sure. But I'm sure still a lot of the messaging that he's selling to, prospects is what they were saying back in 07, 08, 09. Hey, come do things here that have never been done before. Come be a legend. You want to go to Georgia and be a number? Cool. Come here and be a name instead. Come here and get your name on the turnstile. Come here and be a Gamecock fans will enshrine. Guys, people still talk about Steven Garcia. Hold him in a light, in a way that, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. People still talk about Sterling Sharp. They still talk about Sidney Rice. They still talk about Marcus Lattimore. You know what I mean? Like, come be that next person. So, but you never know why a kid picks a certain school. You never know. You never know why a kid picks a certain school. It is what it is. You just got to hope you can get the best possible guys, and the guys you get, you develop the hell out of them, and you just go from there. So, again, trust Shane Beamer. He'll get the guys for sure. Trust Shane Beamer. He'll get the guys. All right. 843-790-3337. Tell guys at 843-790-3337. And we are going to jump into our first break of the day. But I want to continue to hear from you. Your questions, your comments, your calls, thoughts on recruiting, Gamecocks, basketball, football, whatever you guys want to talk about here on this Friday. TGIF indeed. Would love to hear from you. But again, the number 843-790-3377. You can call that number, text that number. And again, more of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Croak. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. And Daddy-O, yeah, per my sources, it is a very porous weather day. It's terrible weather in the city today. The rain, cold. Hey, great day to be in the studio, though. Great day to be in the studio. We're warm. We're dry. So Justin Langford says, with the McLennan arrest, do you think the scholarship gets pulled, or what are your thoughts? I think probably, yeah, the scholarship will get pulled for sure, man. I mean, what choice do we have? You know what I mean? What choice do Beamer and company have? You can't sign the kid. I mean, Tyler Winchester, do you think we land a transfer quarterback? I don't think Doty's the option. We need a quarterback to get things started in the right direction. Again, as I said earlier, man, I think South Carolina will add a quarterback, and I think if you can, you do. I like Luke Doty. I'm not giving up on Luke Doty, but if you can improve your roster in the portal, man, you do it. You do it. By the way, I want to go back a little bit. Colton Carnell. Thank you, Colton, for the super chat. Appreciate you, my dude. Says, love the content. You've got a daily watcher for life. Go Cox. Colton, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Tyler Winchester also said, with the offensive line, along with our inconsistent quarterback play, why would you come play for us at the moment as a wide receiver? Going to have to land a big-time quarterback and go from there. I mean, hey, that's fair. That's fair. I would say this, though, again, then let me ask you this then, Tyler. How do teams go from not being great to being great? Like, you have to recruit and sell kids on the opportunity to come play and be that contributor, be that impact player that we're missing right now, right? I mean, that's what you have to do. So, because if that was the case, then teams that weren't very good, they would just never go to, I mean, they would just stay not good forever. Because, I mean, how are you, it's like the chicken or the egg conversation. What does it take first? You get great players and then become successful, or you're successful, then you get great players? So I think what you do is you just slowly but surely build, and you show enough to where you're able to sell more and more and more really good football players that your school is a great place to go play. So, like, for example, that's why it was so big to go to a bowl game this year, guys. Like, hey, you can be like, hey, look at us. Year one, we're ahead of schedule. That's why, you go 7-5 next year. Hey, look at us. We're building, making progress. So Bruce says, why did Loing leave South Carolina? Well, he went from there to Florida, I think. And I think that I think that money had something to do with it. I forget it. He told me. But, I know a lot of fans bring it up as far as like, oh, we should rehire Brad Long. Guys, Brad is happily retired. Brad Loing don't want to recruit anymore. He's gotten older. I mean, no, I think Brad Loing is very content just hanging out by the lake. Let's see. Daddy-O, is it going to be 80 tomorrow? I didn't see that. What's the weather for the weekend? By the way, guys, I do want to mention, by the way, I mentioned this earlier. Hold on. Oh, I was about to say, I'm looking at the wrong city. I mentioned this earlier. I want to say thank you to you all. We hit 10,000 followers on TikTok on Wednesday night. We hit 10,000 followers on TikTok. The thing I'm most proud of, we hit 10,000 followers, and I didn't post a single thirst trap. Not a single one. So all just genuine content. What about that? Some of us can't just show our ass and go viral. TikTok, what an app. What a time TikTok is. Pete Hawk, not a big guy who cares about where a kid goes, but yeah, Antonio Williams, I hear you. Justin Langford, sometimes you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and sometimes you can. Indeed. Coach Ford says you hire good coordinators that attract good players. Coach White and Coach Gray will begin to find it easier after an All-American walk-on and All-SEC defensive backs, from a group that was supposed to be the weak link. Satterfield will likely find the opposite. Well, Coach Ford, you're already insinuating and thinking to yourself that Satterfield will be here long-term. I don't think he will. Got to be patient, my friend. Got to be patient. I'll tell you this. A lot of smoke. You guys have probably heard all the stuff that I've heard, so I'm not even going to hide behind it. Phil Longo has been a name that's been tossed around by a lot of people. And I tell you this, Coach Ford, specifically talking to Coach Ford, if you're going to hire Phil Longo from UNC, how would it make any sense to go ahead and pull the trigger on Marcus Satterfield right now when the guy you want to get is literally about to coach against you in the bowl game? I'm just, again, all rumors. These are all rumors, but there's a lot of smoke around certain things like that right now. So You know what I'm saying, Coach? Again, be patient. I would say be patient. Yeah, I mean, certainly having certain coaches and coordinators does help. Bring in big-time players. There's no question. But, again, people pointed to Antonio Williams as, oh, well, Satterfield's still there. That's why he went to Clemson. That's not why, dude. That's not why. That's not why. It's obvious the kid was waiting. He was waiting on that Clemson offer. You don't get that offer and then commit 2 weeks later if you weren't waiting on it. So, yeah. Tyler Winchester, does Braden Davis have the talent to take us in the right step in the future? You know, Tyler, only time will tell. I'm very, very hesitant to, again, put unfair expectations on an incoming quarterback recruit because we've just done it so many times. We've done it so many times. Let's just see what happens. You know what I mean? People loved Luke Doty this time last year. They loved him. They loved him. A lot of people did. So, you know, let's see. I don't know, guys. Is Braden Davis the end all be all? Is he the answer? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, certainly you want to add good football players. He's a 4-star player for you, so we'll see what he can do. But he'll have an opportunity to come in and fight for the job just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. So, just like everybody else. And, yeah, Coach Ford, listen, I agree with you, man. You got to bring in some recruiters from the portal, or not recruiters, wide receivers from the portal. You got to go recruit some big-time receivers. You have to. That's a weakness on your team. There's no question. That is a weakness on your football team. You got to get some receivers, no doubt. You got to get some guys that catch the football, no doubt. Let's see. Got the new spring check hit the account. The new spring check hit the account. Alyssa, I didn't even know there was a new Juice WRLD album. Didn't even know that. So this is news to me. This is news to me. P-Dog, yeah, dude, I'd take Jacob Copeland in a heartbeat. Yes, please. Cheers to Jacob Copeland. I would take Jacob Copeland in a second. In a second. So. Looks like USC's fall commencement will be held at CLA on Monday, December the 13th at 2:30. How about that? Congrats to all those who are graduating. Good job. Very good job to you all. Again, guys, do want to hear from you here on this Friday. First hour just flew by. Here on this Friday, 843-790-337. Coach Ford says, is Longo not a consideration to replace Mac Brown? I would have thought so. I mean, Coach, again, I'm just telling you what I've heard. I have no idea. I have no clue. It's just, you know, again, word travels fast. Word travels fast in Gamecock circles, and that's just some of the rumors. Again, they're all rumors right now. We don't know. They're all rumors. But I believe there are things happening behind the scenes, and I'd be shocked if Satterfield's our OC next year. At this point, I'd be shocked. At this point, I would be shocked. So, let's see. Justin Langford, I'm thinking the offense would have at least put up some points on the board against Clemson. Then Antonio Williams may have chosen us. I just hate when a local high school or a local highly sought after recruit spurns us and goes elsewhere. I mean, Justin, again, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Tyler Winchester, appreciate you tuning in, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate it for sure. Like I said, guys, podcast did drop this morning, episode 555, breaking down the basketball game on Sunday. Gamecocks taking on the Florida State Seminoles in the No Room for Racism Classic in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Emily Martin, what's going on? P-Dog, Shane waiting until everyone signs to fire Satterfield. Brandon Watt says, at least get Satterfield new clothes. See that man in the same outfit every recruiting picture. Maybe he's just got a favorite outfit, man. Maybe that's his recruiting fit. Who knows? Brandon Gaines says, we need a new O-line coach and players on the line. New O-line coach and player. I would agree. Again, I'll be surprised if Atkins is here also. I mean, we heard during the season he was dealing with health issues, other things. I'll be surprised if he's here. So, Andrew Loftus, likelihood of demoting Sat to the O-line coach with his experience in the NFL at that position. I don't think so. I mean, dude, if Sat's got the type of ego issues that we've heard, do you really think he's going to take a demotion on his own staff? I doubt it. Pete Hawk says, missed you last night. Pete Hawk, I needed sleep, man. I was tired. I needed sleep. Needed sleep, my guy. Needed sleep. Breaking news, Gamecocks men's tennis just dropped their 2022 schedule. Any tennis fans out there? Also, in case you missed it last night, Jalen Foster named the Walter Camp second team All-American team. Great stuff. Dude, Foster had an insane year, dude. He had an incredible year. 90 tackles, led the team, 5 picks, tie for the league lead. What a year he had. So Caden Gibson says Shane's got to get Jungle Boy in the building. I think Caden, I feel like Jungle Boy's probably still pursuing his own football career. But at some point, yes. At some point, yes. Coach Ford says he was an assistant O-line coach. What the hell would he have an ego over? Getting donuts for staff meetings was his biggest chore. Well, Coach Ford, that's just, again, that's the rumor. So that's the rumor. He's talking about an ego. Coach Ford, he's still getting paid basically $1 million to coach football. So. And we're just on Facebook talking about him. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is, I guess. David Oliver, top 5 holes to fill for next year. O-line. I mean, dude, you could just say everything. O-line, quarterback, receiver, linebacker, and defensive line. Hell, but you could say everything. God, you could say DBs, like everything, dude. We got to get bigger, stronger, more physical up front, man. On both sides, by the way. We got to get some damn studs at linebacker because it's just going to be hard for you to win many games running for 3.5 yards per carry and giving up 4.7 yards per carry. Going to be tough. But, yeah, I mean, offense is the issue. Offense is most certainly the issue for sure. You got to get better on that side of the ball. You got to get better on the offensive side. So, got to find some playmakers. Got to find some playmakers. Do you need to find a new OC as well? I mean, that's, we all know what Coach Ford thinks. But I tell you what, no matter what, you got to get some playmakers. Got to get some playmakers. Pete Hawk, Sherrod Green into the medical hardship. I would think so. Yeah, you missed Robbie Herbstreit, Pete Hawk. You missed Robbie Herbstreit. Great call from Robbie today. Great call. Very enlightening call from Robbie today. So, really, really good stuff. Caden Gibson, I think the linebackers are underrated. The problem has been the interior of the D-line. I don't think, Caden, we've had some good ones. Don't get me wrong. Ernest Jones, TJ Brunson, Sky Moore, Shaq Will. I mean, I don't recall, though, the last time I went to a season and said, our linebackers are a strength this year. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We've never really, like, we're not linebacker you by any sense. I can tell you that right now. So we need better players. We need better players in the interior as well. But I mean, dude, you had Zach Pickens. I mean, what happened? You had Jabari Ellis. You had Tonka Hemingway. What happened to him? What happened to Tonka Hemingway? So we need more of those guys. Travis is going to try to go to the Arkansas game next year. I'll be looking out for the tailgate if you go to the game, Chris. Yeah, I'd love to. Like I said, man, I'm not even joking. The TSUS mobile needs to be a thing. That needs to be a thing. Get us like a van, dude. Let's do it. I mean, if I had the means, I would get the TSUS RV. We just go big time in that guy. Pete Alt, the team that recruits better is going to have more talent. That is a fact, my friend. That is a fact. Derek Gainey, hope we get Juju involved in the offense in the Mayo Bowl. Yeah, I got to think he just got in the doghouse or something, man. I understand, Quan played much better, but Juju disappeared. Like, I almost forgot Juju was on the team. Like, I mean, he barely played. But you got to ride the hot hand, and Quan was the hot hand, so no doubt. Alyssa says the TSUS bus. Yes, I'm game. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't want to pile on them or anything. I really don't. But when you think about hype and stars and all that, Zach Pickens and Jordan Birch have been. It's been disappointing. I mean, it just has, man. Especially on the Birch side, especially on the Birch side. Especially on the Birch side. I mean, just a guy that everybody wanted. We felt like it was a huge, and it's the thing with Birch is he's not even. It's not even that he's not like the star we thought. He's not even contributing. Like, where is he on the field? He's not even playing. I mean, the kid's not even playing. Here we go. Yeah, the T-Sus bus. Yeah, the T-Sus bus. Yeah. T-Sus bus. That's actually, I love that. I love that. Brandon Wagner, we need receivers bad. Let's hope Van comes back. I wouldn't blame if he didn't know. The word on the street is he's most likely coming back. So, yeah, would love to have Josh Van back, man. Obviously, that'd be a huge, huge return. Wow, here we go. Daddy O says Birch would have been a 3-star at Dutch Fork. Caden Gibson says Strawn over Birch. Brendan Watt says Inibari took over that defense and Foster, 2 guys that came in and just did the damn thing. Tock says Pickens will forever be a legend for Brent Venables coming to his practice and then he commits to us. Yeah. Jeff Gullidge, Chris, find the local RV place and get an RV NIL deal. Love that. Justin Langford, we need a Jasper Brinkley type linebacker who can stuff the run, wreak havoc in the backfield, and run people down from sideline to sideline. For sure, yeah. I would love a Jasper Brinkley 2.0. God, he was fun to watch. Darryl Wall Jr., get an old mini school bus, Chris, rip the seats out, put a bar on one side and couches on the other. That would be all you. Dude, I love the sound of that. I absolutely love the sound of that. The T-Sus bus. Travis Lee, is Dak leaving or not? I have no idea. Again, there's been rumors, but I don't know. Derek Gainey, what about Jalen Brooks? Is he coming back or is he off the team? He dealt with personal issues, and I don't know his status moving forward. I mean, guys, I'm just going to be very frank and very blunt about it. I hope we very, very soon, much sooner rather than later, get to a point where a former D2 wide receiver is not in our rotation. Like, I hope we get to a point where that's the case. No knock on the kid, but again, this is a business. This ain't Pee-wee football. I hope we get to a point where we're looking at our wide receiver room and saying 4-star, 5-star, 4-star, 5-star, big-time prospect, NFL prospect. I hope that's the case. I hope one day that's the case. So, Travis says, one of our mysteries, I don't want to rail on our guys that just haven't produced on the D-line, in my opinion. Nothing like our D-line from 10 to 13. Yeah, it feels like we had more talent than we showed. I mean, as improved as the defense was, it just still feels like we probably had more talent than we showed this year on the D-line. I don't know. I don't know what's to blame for that. P-Dog, hammer the under for the Army-Navy game. God, what is the under, like 30? What time do they play? Like 3:30, I think? Something like that. Again, guys, want to continue to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Just hanging out here on a Friday, guys. Like I mentioned, I do want to say thank you to you all in case you missed it. We officially hit 10,000 followers on TikTok. So, for those who might follow us on TikTok, or hey, there might be some of you out there that didn't even know we had TikTok. So, pretty cool stuff, honestly. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. So, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking and rolling with us. And and follow us on there, man. It's been a lot of fun to, to explore different avenues of social media and different platforms and, growing there. So Nick Renfro texted him, by the way. He said, I know you said that you wouldn't want to have to recruit, but I listened to your clip about Torian Gray and the job he's done with the defensive backs. Maybe you should tag along and give it a shot. I'll go wherever they want me to go, my guy. I'll go wherever they want me to go. I'm game. Jeff Gullich says, I want strong leaders on the team like Swearinger. I miss DJ. He was an absolute beast. He was a beast. DJ was a beast. DJ was a beast for sure. Again, guys, we're rocking, we're rolling here on a Friday, December the 10th, 2021. Of course, again, the podcast did drop this morning. Go check that out, episode 555. Talking everything with the Gamecocks basketball game on Sunday. Gamecocks basketball game on Sunday as South Carolina travels to Rock Hill to take on the Florida State Seminoles in the No Room for Racism Classic. So again, guys, want to hear from you, 843-790-3377. More your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I was just looking at the calendar and kind of figuring out, content-wise, what we're going to be talking about, stuff like that. I got to figure something out because, Friday the 17th is going to be our preview show, obviously. Excuse me, preview show for the Carolina-Clemson basketball game the following day. I'm thinking to myself, we might actually have to drop a podcast on that Monday because if you guys do recall, normally I have a show during the Christmas season. Again, maybe no, I don't know when I could. Thursday, we're going to talk about signing day. Normally I have a show during the Christmas season. You guys may or may not be familiar with this, but it's a very fun show. It is a Gamecock fans Christmas wish list. And so basically it's a show where I play like Noel in the background and just basically ask Santa what Gamecock fans, what we want for Christmas this year. Last year, I think I said a top-notch coaching staff, a win in the bowl game because at that time we were going to the Gasparilla Bowl. Clemson losing Notre Dame, peace amongst Gamecock Nation. It's a very fun show. So I got to figure out when we're doing that. I don't know. Maybe I'll drop that on Monday the 20th because obviously we got to drop it before Christmas. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Either way, that will certainly happen. There's a lot of fun content, though, and a lot of fun shows that happen this time of year, guys. We'll have that show, and I'm talking about the podcast specifically, obviously. We'll have a Gamecock fans Christmas wish list. We will have, once we get to the final week, and of course, this is going to be interesting too because we've got New Year's Eve. Technically, the podcast is going to be our, year review show, whatever. But normally I do top 5 moments with the Gamecocks in 2020. I'll do 2020, or excuse me, I'm reading off from last year. I'll do top 5 moments in 2021 year in review. Then we'll have a show to start off 2022 top 5 things that I'm looking forward to in 2022. So really fun time. But I don't know. We'll figure all that out. Obviously, I'll get that figured out. Travis says, of course, a natty in football will be my Christmas gift. William Corb, all I want for Christmas is a quarterback. Hey, that's a great suggestion. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. We can have that conversation, guys. If you could ask Santa Claus for one thing for Christmas as a Gamecock fan, Gamecock specific, if you could ask Santa Claus for one thing, what would it be? I know what Coach Ford's answer would be. He needs himself a new offensive coordinator under the tree when he wakes up. That's Coach Ford's the easiest one. I know exactly what Coach Ford wants. Robbie Davis says, just wanted to tell you, I hope you and everyone in the live chat has a great weekend. Go Gamecocks. And per Robbie Davis, if you don't have a great weekend, you'll have a bad weekend. So big facts for sure. Let's see. Travis says, who do we have tomorrow for the Army Navy game? Travis, I have no idea. No idea. Travis says, Coach Ford needs sunshine. Yeah, I hear you. Matt Bruno says, a berth to Omaha. God, I'd love that, dude. God, I would love that. Caden Gibson says, my New Year's resolution will be to not say a coach needs to be fired at any point. Bradley Miller says, all I want for, on the flip side, Bradley Miller says, all I want for Christmas is for Satterfield to be fired. Jesus Christ. David Roby, how is Sack gone along with Atkins when they were out recruiting? Seems like a way to lose recruits. David, I'm just telling you what I've heard, my friend. And I think, what's happened over the last couple of weeks with coaches and changes, if you will. I think you've seen that, these, as weird as it is, because it is weird. As weird as it is, coaches fulfill their obligations, right? Coaches fulfill their obligations until the day they're not employed anymore. So, I mean, it is strange. It is strange. You know what I mean? To be like a dead man walking practically, but it's It happens. Flat out, it happens. So, flat out, it happens. Damn, people are coming at Coach Ford today. Courtney Washington says Coach Ford's a big crybaby like a lot of our whiny fans. Wow. Come on now. Hey, Coach Ford's entitled to his own opinion. It is what it is. It's fine. I've had some choice words to Coach Ford, but whatever. Hey, at the end of the day, Coach Ford wants the same thing I want and you want. We all wants to win. That's it. That's it. We got a text from Robbie. If I could ask for one thing this Christmas, it's a national championship. So. AJ Bowers also says an SEC championship. No doubt. That'd be incredible. Let's see. Alyssa says, all I want for Christmas is Robbie merch. Maybe you'll get your wish. Maybe you'll get your wish. Robbie merch. There's a hot request for, or a high demand for Robbie merch. How about that? Robbie just moving on up in the world. Love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Again, guys, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 555. Breaking down everything with the Gamecocks basketball game this Sunday. Carolina take it on Florida State. Noon tip-off on ESPN 2. Eric Fryer, says, no Sling Blade merch. We could make it. Guys, here's the thing. Any merch ideas you have, if you'll buy it, I'll make it. I'll make it. Again, I don't know that the entire audience will buy Sling Blade merch, but hey, if I sell one piece of merch, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Tony Sharp, do you think we'd ever see Sean Elliott back at South Carolina in some capacity? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Call from
Uncle Boudreaux.
Oh, here we go. Let's jump to the phone line. Uncle Boudreaux, what's up, man? Been a while. How you been?
Man, I'm recovering from a knee replacement surgery. I'm on some high-end pain medicine. I'm feeling real good right now.
Yeah, that's
listen, if I send you a Uncle Boudreaux T-shirt, you'll wear it on your show one day.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
What size, boss?
Extra large.
Extra large. I need to get your address. How do I get that?
You're the one that texted me the graphic, right? On that.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll just text you back there. I'll text it to you.
All right, well, I'm going to send you a T-shirt for free. Now, normally I sell these at my shows, and the money I make on these T-shirts go to support charity and Bubbles and two other strippers, but I can't remember their names. I just remember Charity and Bubbles because they got real big, personality. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, for sure. Dude, I will, I'll definitely buy a shirt off you, man. I'd love to support, so I'll definitely buy a shirt off you.
Yeah, for those of y'all don't know, Robbie Herbstreit, that's my boy. See, Uncle Boudreaux's my stage name.
Right.
And but Robbie's my son, and I tell you, I think he loves you more than he loves me, Chris. Especially right now because he's having to wait on me hand and foot because my damn knee's all bad and messed up. I'm hobbling around here half crippled, bro. But anyway, I'm going to get a shirt out to you. Uncle Boudreaux Comedy Show T-shirts. And when I make it big, then you'll say, well, damn, look at that. Dude, I got an Uncle Boudreaux T-shirt. Nobody.
Dude, absolutely. Absolutely, man. For sure. I will definitely rock it.
Right. Shoot that text to me and I'll get it to you.
I got you, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hope you're feeling better.
Well, I got to get better by the 18th of that damn show because I figure if I got stuff out the totems on me, I'll be real funny. And if I ain't, I won't care.
Big facts. Absolutely. I love it, man.
All right, have a good one, buddy.
Hey, appreciate you, Uncle Boudreaux. Appreciate it. Great stuff. Wow. And if y'all didn't realize that right there, that man that just called in, Uncle Boudreaux, that is Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Robbie Herbstreit's father. So we got the entire family calling in on a Friday. Why not? We got the entire family calling in. My goodness. Appreciate you, Uncle Boudreaux. I cannot wait to get that T-shirt. Cannot wait. Tanner Lane says, I don't want Robbie merch. I want national championship merch. And then Alyssa says, why not both? I agree. Why not both? Why not? Travis says, how badass would it be if we won a natty in baseball again and a football natty? How unbelievable would that be? One can dream. Yeah. How about we just win a natty in everything, every year? Courtney Washington says, we have some of the most whiny fans crying all postseason. We should be celebrating our season. All everyone wants to do, cry like babies. Well, Courtney, it is what it is. Beauty's in the banter. The beauty's in the banter, Courtney. Nick Renfro, all I want for Christmas is for Carolina fans to realize 6-6 is a really good year for this team, and realize that Satterfield won more games with the same roster that Muschamp did the past 2 years. Give him some time to get better players. Rome wasn't built in a day. Oh, come on, Nick. You know people don't want to hear that level-headed take. Come on. Appreciate Young Abuja calling him. That was awesome. That was awesome. Cannot wait to rock that T-shirt. Cannot wait to rock that T-shirt. Wow, Clemson just lost another commit. Good Lord. Clemson just lost another commit. They're dropping like flies. Apparently, Dalen Everett, who was a 5-star defensive back. So, hey, you picked up Antonio Williams. There's your decommit, though. So, Matt Bruno says, if we won a natty in baseball, I'd be drunk for a week. Same here, my friend. We'd just be popping champagne bottles in the studio. Yeah, be popping champagne in the studio. Indeed. Indeed. I love it, man. Trust me. There aren't many things that I think about that would be better content-wise, or just like, you know, I dream, guys, of going live like outside of TD Ameritrade. So that would be awesome. Trust me, I would love it. Rocket Maine, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Burton Campbell says, have you heard that Coach Tony Elliott is to remain at Clemson? Couldn't work out a contract with Virginia. I didn't know that, my guy. Like I said, I don't keep up with Clemson on a daily basis, but you know, that's interesting. He couldn't work out a contract. That's very interesting. Very interesting for sure. Whatever, it is what it is. So, anyways, guys, 843-790-337. Like I said, check out the podcast that did drop this morning, breaking down the Gamecocks game Sunday against the Florida State Seminoles. We're in the heat of basketball season. Things will really start to pick up after Christmas as well, because, again, basketball will play that Wednesday, the week of the UNC game. They'll have a game. And then, of course, the next day, South Carolina play North Carolina and Duke's Mayville. And then that next week, you start conference play. That next week will literally start conference play. So, going to be a lot of fun. Going to be a lot of fun for sure. John Kruger, the all-time Gamecocks baseball team, putting on the spot. Well, what's funny about that, John, I actually posted a graphic of this over the summer. Because, you know, again, I was looking for content, of course. I mean, when did I post this? July the 8th, right? So there is, you know, plenty of time to post this type of content over the summer and stuff like that. But my all-time starting nine was this. And this is not like a lineup, but just my all-time starting nine. My outfield was Curry, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Merrifield left to right. And then my infield left to right, Busher at third, Meyer at short, Wingo at second, Smoke at first, Landon Powell behind the dish, and then Yaron Peters at the DH. Again, the big one that I left off, obviously, was Christian Walker. Bro, I wasn't leaving Justin Smoke or Yaron Peters off that list. So that's who I went with. That was my starting nine. And I did not do pitching staff. I didn't do pitching staff or bullpen. If I had to go pitching staff, though, I think I'm going Roth on the mound, Price as my closer. So I'm either going Roth or Kip Balknight. I think Balknight's a really, really good one, too. Yeah, R.I.P. Demarius Thomas, man. Incredibly sad news. And incredibly sad news. So, incredibly sad news. 33. awful, man. Just absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. So I'm going to read off this comment, guys, we're going to read it as anonymous, but got this texted into me. People who are mad about 6-6 aren't true Gamecocks. A real Gamecock went into this season with no expectations because we know that the lower the expectations, the lower the disappointment. 6-6, phenomenal for a first-year head coach, especially when you were expecting maybe 2-10, rebuilding the program's a marathon, not a sprint. Again, I read that comment because I think that is great perspective. And I've said that many, many times. It's kind of similar to what I've said. If you're realistic with yourself and what the expectations were and what the battle that Shane Beamer was fighting and the roster and everything else, 6-6 is a great year. It is. Again, it's not the end goal for us. It's not we don't want to be sitting here 5 years from now celebrating 6-6, but with this roster, first-year head coach, all the turmoil you went through over the last couple of years, 6-6 was great. And we agreed over the summer that 6-6 was going to be a great season. So I think most Gamecock fans, I think really honestly for the most part, most people say a job well done to Shane Beamer for getting to 6-6. I think it's a very small number that are actually truly upset. But again, that word, perspective. Perspective's a beautiful thing. Perspective's a beautiful thing. And, perspective's important. I think it is. And to keep perspective and just understand, the battle that we were fighting. And again, especially when you lose your starting quarterback and you're playing a guy that wasn't even on your roster to start fall camp and you play in an FCS transfer, I think that's fantastic perspective. So again, I read that comment, that text, because I think it does back up what I've said all along, and it provides fantastic perspective that, 6-6 with this group of players and with all things considered in a first-year roster, everything else, it was a good year. It was a good year. Definitely, without a doubt, was a good year. There's not a Gamecock fan out there, not a single one you could find, who would have said, hey, I'll give you 6-6, the wins over Florida and Auburn. You taking it? Nobody would have said no. Even with a 30-0 loss to Clemson, nobody would have said no. So, anyways. Caden Gibson says, we know the worst thing a Gamecock fan can have is hope. Yeah. Somebody said earlier that Gamecock fans have the best relationships because they're the most loyal. They'll stick it out with you through thick and thin. Love that. That is true. I think that probably is true. Let's see. John Kruger says, give me Roth over Balknight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, obviously what Roth did in Omaha is, speaks for itself. Travis says, watch SEC shorts. Hope is always hitting Georgia. Yeah. I ask you guys this, and I ask people this. What do you think is worse? What do you think's tougher? Do you think it's tougher to be a fan of a school like South Carolina, for example, where we've never won anything? Truly, let's just call it what it is. We've truly never, we've never reached the pinnacle. We've never even been there. And we're just trying so hard to break through and get to that next level? Or do you think it's tougher to be a fan of a school like Georgia, who has won big before, has a great program, but they get on the big stage every year and fall flat on their face? Like, which one do you think's tougher to deal with? Which one's tougher to live with? Being like a Gamecock fan or being a Georgia fan? Because again, on one hand, Georgia wins a lot. They win a lot. But they I mean, since 1980, I mean, it's wild to me. You fathom. It is wild to me that Georgia's only won one national championship. To me, that's crazy. Like, Georgia's got a fantastic program, full of tradition, great players. You know, but only one national title. It just. I will say this: I think it's tougher being a Gamecock. I do. I think it's tougher being a Gamecock because at least Georgia is winning. It's at least Georgia's winning. Pete Hawk says I'd rather go falling flat on my face. I'm over here praying for 8-4. Yeah, exactly. I'd still rather get to that. I'd rather be going to the SEC championship game and have an opportunity and be losing than having absolutely no chance. So I'd rather be looked at and revered as one of the top programs in all of college football than so anyways. Let's see. Caden Gibson, I'd rather go 12-1 and lose the SEC title every year than go 6-6 every year. Exactly. It's a no-brainer. Pete Hawk, let's be real. I'd rather be in any other SEC program shoes than Vandy, Mizzou, and UK. Well, dang. It's a little aggressive. Jay Smith, what's going on, my friend? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, I've thought about that before, though. It's like, which one would you rather go through? Let's see. All right, anyways, 843-790-3377, guys. We're going to take one final break here on a Friday. One final break. Continue to take your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I want to continue to hear from you, all your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we are back here on a Friday, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Continue to take your questions, your comments, and your calls. About 10 minutes left to go here on a Friday. Another very successful week, guys, when it comes to the podcast, The Daily Crow. And again, appreciate you all for your continued love and support. Let's see. Aaron Gibson says, acknowledging flaws and wanting to be corrected is not saying we were disappointed or expecting more. Just wanted to make necessary steps to get better. Aaron, I totally agree with you. I totally agree. I think I've done that as well, as far as, acknowledging what you did in this season, but also acknowledging what has to improve, for sure. I just think there have been some people, though, that, have been over the top negative about a 6-6 record. So, again, I'm not sitting here saying throw a parade, but also just keep perspective of, getting to 6-6 was a good first year. That's all I'm saying. So, Jeff Gullidge, I know you probably don't keep up with other teams and other conferences. What program do you think is ours equally? Similar history, track record, outcomes, etc. I feel like us and the Iowa Hawkeyes are like mirror programs. Yeah, maybe Iowa State, something like that. I could see that. That's fair. Yeah. That's pretty fair. Let's see. Again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in here on this Friday. Is anybody fired up for the basketball game Sunday? I want to ask that. Is anybody? I don't know how Gamecock fans are feeling about basketball right now. Anybody fired up for the basketball game? Both basketball games, men's and women's. Anybody fired up for that? I don't feel like there's been quite a lot of. I mean, I know it's football's king and everything, but hasn't been a ton of chatter regarding Gamecocks basketball. I don't know. So, anyways, John Kruger's Friday. John, you'll be there, right? You will be there. I was thinking about making the trip to Rock Hill. I probably will not. I got to be honest. I probably will not do so. Travis Lee says we still got a men's team. Come on, Travis. Come on, man. I mean, hell, we're 6-2, dude. Come on, right? 6-2. Come on now. Not all hope is lost, man. We're 6-2, 5-0 at home. Just beat Georgetown. But Travis's attitude is kind of the reality that for a lot of people, basketball just doesn't do it. Unless we're really good. Unless we're really, really good, basketball just doesn't do it. So we're traditionally not very good. So I don't know. I don't know what you got to do. You got to win. You got to win and win a lot. So beating Clemson would help. Daddy O says, is it baseball season yet? See, that is the interesting thing about South Carolina. Like, I would argue baseball is the number 2 sport. I really would. Because I think just as many, if not more, fans care about baseball than basketball. Because baseball is our crown jewel, like, truly. P-Docs, I worry about how valid of a win Georgetown is. I mean, this certainly isn't the Georgetown of old. I mean, I wouldn't say by any stretch Georgetown's a great team. So that's fair. I'll be very curious to see what the spread is on Sunday. Because I'm pretty sure Circa didn't have up, spreads for Sunday already. But I'll be very curious. I mean, I don't think, Florida State's sitting there at 5-3. I mean, they're not some great team. Yeah, they're not some great team. Let's see something real quick. I'm sorry, dude. I'm addicted to like college football news predictions. They don't have any. Let's see. Hold on, maybe. Wait. Do they? Nah, I don't think they have. I don't think they have the bowl game yet. Let's see. I'm trying to look for it right now. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Let's see. Yep, nothing. Nothing. So they've got a. Okay, so well, all right. We'll wait. We'll wait till they actually drop a full prediction. Let's see. Travis says, I went to our Final Four in Arizona. Bucket list for sure. Obviously, I wish we would have taken it all. Yeah, indeed. Jeff Gullidge says, number 1 is football, and that's it. Jeff Gullidge then says, number 1, football. Number 2, baseball. Number 3, basketball. The Sandstorm. I hope we grab a quarterback and a wide receiver out of the portal. There's so many big names in the portal. I think we certainly will. P-Dawg says, where's the women's basketball school merch? Dude, I need to go ahead and get it up. Yeah, we got to wait. I think that's a fantastic idea for a piece of merch. Just says women's basketball school. That's it. Because at this point, we kind of are. Jeff Gullidge says, if I'm being honest, it's number 1, football, number 2, football off season, number 3, baseball, and then number 4, basketball. P-Dawg says, can you imagine if we won the national title in 2017? That would have been nuts, truly. That would have been nuts. That would have been absolutely nuts. Yeah, I just – no, I can't fathom it, really. I can't really fathom it, man. That would have been crazy. That would have been absolutely crazy. So, would have been awesome, but it would have been crazy, yeah. Again, guys, just a couple of minutes to go here on a Friday. Been a heck of a week, man. Been a heck of a week. Appreciate you all tuning in. Hunter Herlong says, warm living room, hot chocolate, Christmas decorations around the house, and bowl season football on TV sounds really good right now. It does. There's nothing better, man. Bowl season's a very special time of year. Scoot Stevens says, all we don't got is all we need. Will Miles says, it's all we got, all we need, Chris. Seems like you say there's a talent gap that is the main issue. Again, Will, it's more of an attitude. I'm not sitting here saying we don't need to go recruit, but hey, you know what? To hell with it. If who we got, that's who we need. That's who we're going to roll with. So that messaging is not to say that we don't need to go recruit good football players. That's not what it's saying. That's not what it's saying. So, Will Miles, thoughts on the McClendon news? Yeah, he's going to be the interim head coach. I mean, somebody's got to coach their bowl game, right? I mean, I don't know, man. It just is what it is. He's their interim coach, and I mean, I got no ill will to McClendon. I mean, obviously, again, he didn't get the job done here, and so it is what it is. But yep, is what it is. So. Again, guys, check out the podcast if you have not done so. Episode 555. Episode 5. Javonte McClendon news. I thought you meant Brian McClendon, the damn coach. Thoughts on the news? Hate it for the young man. I mean, selfishly, obviously, certainly we're going to sit here and say we hate it because we lost a 4-star prospect. But you hate it for the kid making a bad decision and paying the price. So you hate to see somebody with their whole, everything in front of them make a mistake like that. That's inevitably certainly going to cost him a scholarship to the University of South Carolina. Is going to make his path in life much harder. Again, one mistake, I'm sure, will not define him, but you just hate to see it. You know what I mean? You just hate to see it. You hate to see a young man really get in his own way. So yeah, and he will not be signing. I think they probably even just I'm pretty sure they pulled the scholarship as well. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. No other way to put it, it's unfortunate. So, but you wish him the best. there's not much Salcona can do, man. I mean, you can't sign him anyways. You can't bring him on. You're kind of just stuck. So it's unfortunate, man. You just wish the best for the kid. But either way, guys, hey, appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, guys, a very successful week yet again with the podcast, the Daily Crow, the content, everything else. Really do appreciate you guys. Continue to tune in day after day after day, be engaging, interactive, asking questions, calling in. Everybody that calls in, thank you so much. Truly does mean a lot. Again, without you guys, the Daily Crow would certainly not be what it is. And it's cool that this piece of content, you guys get to kind of control the direction that it goes. So again, thank you all so much for continuing to tune in day after day after day and making this thing one hell of a ride. But either way, guys, it is 2:00. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up again. Check out the podcast. Stay tuned to all the content. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, man. Seriously, enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Go Cox. Beat Florida State. If you're going to the game in Rock Hill, safe travels, and be sure to bring home a dub with you. Folks, I'm out. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll talk to you on